Another item that's included with the Extreme Sports Pack Pro template is a lower third scoreboard. Now I've taken this and enhanced it with an additional row of boxes to track fouls and a third row when I need it that I can include additional information about the game, for instance, if it's a playoff or a special event. I can even swap out if I want to take out that formation alpha that contains the sport logo and maybe put a sponsor logo in there instead. I could do that for a tournament that has sponsorships and put those into the bug so we can make a little money off of that. In any case, once I'm ready, I can export this to a graphics file. The other thing that I can do is I can go into Photoshop and I can export the individual elements. So I can export the background, I can export the individual components that have the logo frames, as well as some text frames. I have a player's lower third that I can put in here. This I can use for bumpers between quarters, perhaps. I have some additional components here. This is the grill kind of frame that I can rotate and stretch and use in a variety of ways to make it look like scaffolding. There's another component, there's more components. There's the actual scoreboard elements if I want to pull those apart in Photoshop. Here's is the larger element, which I can rotate and stretch and twist around to make some various sized boxes. And so when I fiddle around with all of these, I come up with something that was not in the original template at all, but which I'm going to use for the main video score table overlay. And there it is. We've pulled apart and spliced together some various objects. So now I have some space for the clock and period up here at the top, some spaces for timeouts left indicators under that. Below that, I have a space for possession. To the left and right, I have a large box where I can put the score and a place where I can put fouls and bonus indicators, some spaces to the left and to the right where I can put logos, and then some large panels below that where I can put the player stats. And I've gone ahead and put together a large collection of logos that we can use. So over time, I've built up my collection of all the various logos that are used by all the schools that we play, and I have then tucked that together into a sport logos category that has all of the various logos in the size and shape that I need for my graphics. I also have the logos in the format that is used for the score bug that goes at the bottom of the screen. And we've made those individually in Photoshop by using the clipping mask option on the layer. We overlay that onto the original file, which I have then used the hue function to colorize that original black image and turn it into colors. And then I also have some score backgrounds that I've just taken that black logo and, or not a logo, but that background image and then colorized it. I can combine all of these things together using some variables in vMix to produce the final look so that each team has the correct colors on its box on the score bug.